Welcome to episode 55. Ironically enough, this is Resident Evil 5 review. So number 55 kind of fell perfectly into place, I guess you'd say. Going along, like I said in the last couple, this is the scary movie, horror movie game. I'm still in the mood for Halloween. It's gone now, which makes me sad. It's only one day a year. Should be more. But anyways, to talk about Resident Evil 5 now. This is obviously the 5th installment besides Zero and all the other spin-offs. This is going along the sequence of events and chronological progression. Follows the events after 4. This one is, it takes place though in Africa, in a fictional town. Follows the characters of Chris Redfield and Sheva. She is all body, no brains, let's put it that way. She does not help you out at all in this game. She constantly gives you things you don't need, heals you when you don't need to be healed, and is just an annoyance. And when she dies, it's a game over. And I had constant trouble with her dying on me, going off and doing stupid things that you don't need her to do, and it's hard to control her. And it's just a mess. But the convenience in having her is the fact that she is another inventory for you, and she can hold weaponry or things that you are full on, and she'll hold them, and actually, she'll use them, but she'll hold other weapons, and she's just an extra inventory for you. So there is beneficial value for having a partner in it, but if you play with the computer, she is an idiot. So definitely, if you're going to play this game, it's definitely recommended to play as a duo with a friend online or locally. You're going to have a better time playing it. The first time, played it through with the computer, and it was a very frustrating experience. The game takes place in 2009, which is 11 years after the events of the original Resident Evil game. The story explores Chris Redfield's life during the decade between the two games. So there's a lot to cover. They do a lot of backstory, and a lot of stuff with the Umbrella Corporation is tied in, which is really neat. I felt they did a really good job with the story. The graphics and everything are really good too. The thing I don't like about this series, though, is that they don't push the limits of the gameplay. They're still utilizing what they used in PlayStation 1, was the fact that when you're aiming and ready to gun, you can't run. There's no running and gunning in this game. You slowly, like, sidestep walk when you shoot. And the controls are just... It's frustrating to do that when the zombies now are getting faster in games, especially in this one. The zombies are much faster, and you can't run and gun, and it's very difficult when you're fighting waves of them. So if they continue to progress making the zombies smarter like this, you're going to have a much more difficult time beating it. But besides all that, the game is really fun. That was my biggest complaint, was the fact that you can't run and gun. Second biggest complaint was her. The AI was really dumb, and she constantly just really didn't, as you can see there, she's just standing there like an idiot. So, but the graphics, the cutscenes, the story, all that's amazing. Definitely worth playing. They have released a Platinum Edition with all the downloadable content. So it's worth getting now if you can get your hands on it. It's less than $30. This is not a letdown in the series by any means. I just hated those two things, and it made me really, against the game because of that. But it's still a solid game. I don't want to take anything away from it because of those two complaints, even though they are major. But let's talk about, give you a little backstory. During the game's events, Redfield is a member of the group known as the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance. He's sent here to Africa to investigate a terrorist bioorganic weapon. And basically you come across Albert Wesker, and he returns to the series. he is a founder of a relative company called Tricell, and basically he's he's the antagonist of this game, pretty much. You end up fighting him in the end. Spoiler alert. So, you end up fighting him in the end and play the game to find out what all happens with that. But as you can see there, she's giving you items that you don't need already.
Did you hear that?
So it's crazy. But this is Resident Evil 5, and let me see if I can get to some zombies here quick. As you see here, the zombies have evolved from their previous forms. If you've seen the recent movie, you'll notice where they got the idea from. So like I said, they're much faster now, they're much stronger, they're harder to kill, and you still can't run and gun. And she's shooting him in the crotch. But that was my review for Resident Evil 5. Replay value is average. If you like the series, you'll play it again. As for online, there's only a couple modes. And that's it. So replayability besides online is subpar. So, but just want to thank you for watching my review on Resident Evil 5. I hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. I didn't rip it apart too much like I thought I would. So hope you all pick this game up or rent it. It's worth it if you're a fan of the Resident Evil series. You're not going to be let down. It's just the two things that I'm sure everyone agrees with me on is the AI and, well, maybe you'll agree with me on the running and gunning. Maybe you like the fact that you can't. But that's just me. But I hope you enjoyed this review. More to come.